Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samoa Raider back at it again with another pre-game preview. And this time we actually going live. And I got a special guest with me. We're gonna go over this game. Raiders. Chiefs, man, it's going to be a big matchup for the Raiders. I mean, after winning against the Tennessee Titans, I know a couple of fans out there, including myself, that believe, hey, we got a chance to shock the whole world this weekend against the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they've been pretty hot lately. Pause. I still have some hope in my team right now. But real quick, man, shout out to everybody that's up in the chat right now before we go over everything. Oh, well, in today's video, in today's live stream, we're going to be going over some of the biggest storylines. We're going to go over some of the latest Raider news going into this game, as well as some keys and some players that we're looking forward to watching with the Raiders and the Chiefs game. But again, hit that like button if you guys haven't already, man. I want to acknowledge the chat one time for the one time. We got Green Nun up in the building right now. We got Raider Ross. We got Bob Stannard. We got Raider Paul up in the building. Resblood. I don't even know how to say your name. Raider. As much as I would love it, we don't have enough dogs to keep up. Come on, man. We need some positive energy, man. We got a big matchup this weekend, man. We got to believe that this team can win the rest of the season and go into the Super Bowl and win it all. I think this is the time of the week that we usually feel like this, so I totally understand it. But yeah, shout out to Jack up in here, Angel Sev up in here. Let's win tomorrow. Make KFC. Oh, I don't even know what you're trying to say, but let's do it, man. Let's do it. What up, Raider Nation? Yeah, Raider Allegiance up in the building. What is good? Raider Ryan up in the building. Let's go. Kenny Blair, Basic. We got Jordan up in here. Realistically, Samoan, even if we beat them, we know we ain't making the playoffs. Yo, Jordan, chill. Come on, man. Where's that positive energy, man? Where's that positive? It's not Monday. It's not Tuesday. We got to be positive right now. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on the big O's, the honorary O's, none other than Raider fans, Joe Morley, man. Shout out to Joe for joining the chat today, man. Joining the live stream today with this pregame preview. How you feeling, Joe?
Oh, I'm feeling good because it's Saturday and another victory Monday coming up, right?
Oh yeah, you know it is.
Jordan, chill. Jordan, chill.
I mean, I'm feeling good, man. I feel like, but that's me being that biased Raider fan who's when it comes close to a game day, we're always like, oh man, hey, we could do some until the game starts. Then we could feel like this, feel a little bit optimistic. Do you feel optimistic with this game, those?
I feel that there's some things that the Raiders can do correctly to win this game. Yes, but then I also feel that it can get ugly quick too. So there's certain things the Raiders can do, and we've seen them be able to show up for games like this. And I'm just hoping it's that kind of game.
Hey, because we know man, especially when it comes to the Chiefs. I feel like there are some fans that know deep down it's like, damn, man, it's the Chiefs. But then like, above that, we're all like, man, we got them, man. We ain't scared of the Chiefs. I mean, last week when we were beating the Titans, we won the game, and then one of my Usos that I was with, man, we were all happy. Yo, we got this win. Let's go. He said, man, we ready for the Chiefs. I was like, hey, bro, relax. Let's just enjoy this win right now, and then we could get to the Chiefs a little bit later, though. But, I feel like this is those matchups, and AFC West, bro. AFC West rivals, man. You never know what can happen in the AFC West. Crazy things have happened. You've seen the sorry-ass Chargers beat the Chiefs. So, I mean, we can beat the Chiefs, too. Do you feel the same way?
Did we beat the Chargers?
We almost did in the first quarter, though. But,
if we only played 15 minutes, we had them good.
Yeah, man. No, man. Shout out to... Go ahead.
Certain teams you match up well against. Certain teams can dominate other teams, but when it comes to matchups, you match up well. We'll find out tomorrow, but it's just crazy that they get Rashee Rice back the same week that they play Las Vegas Raiders.
I know, man. They got. I feel it sucks because like going into this game, I was like, man, the Chiefs started to get things clicking right before the Raiders game, and I'm like, and on top of that, they get Rashee Rice back, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm still optimistic, Goose. I'm still optimistic. But Raider Jimmy Barbecue says, relax. I was feeling good when I flew to Indy before the Colts game too. Hey, Joe feeling good right before we go to the watch party at the Raiders facility tomorrow, though. So out of all games, Zeus, out of all the games that they chose to have the first ever watch party at Raiders HQ, it's against the Chiefs. I don't
Like,
know what
hey,
they
come
setting
into
us up.
headquarters and we'll all cry together. We're all cry together.
They need to have a therapist at the HQs for this game just in case, because I'm like, you gotta have a lot of angry Raider fans. Some Raider fans that have nothing to lose.
My neck
I'm
and
not a
my
drinker, but they
back.
said mimosas, and I'm like, if
Mimosas.
we're down early, I'm like, shoot it.
Hey, it was, hey, refill it. Don't even worry about it though. Don't even worry about it. Hey, shout out to Accelerator for the $2, man. He says this should be called the Down Ash Samoan Show. The Downs Ash Samoan Show. Am I saying it right? Cause I don't get it. But hey, shout out to Accelerator though. The Downs, the Down Ass Raider Show, a Samoan show. I don't know how I would call it though. But hey, I appreciate it. Do you get it, Joe, or am I being a little slow right now?
Maybe that's why we're down. I don't know.
Hey,
I have no.
I'm a Raider fan, so hey, hey, reading is not my first. It's not my. I'm still. I graduated
Hey,
a long time ago.
it's either we can't read and we don't get it, or he can't spell and it goes either way. But Raider fans showing our education off early in this shit.
Oh man. Hey, no, but that's my O's Accelerator, man. Always coming through. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Raider Allegiance, man. I'm gonna get to that too, man. He said we got to control the clock, score 7, not 3 in the red zone. I agree with that. Raider Allegiance says I've heard they're taking our belts and shoestrings at the door tomorrow. Oh, that's what Allegiance said. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they got if they got if ICE is just waiting at the door for some Raider fans.
Hey, they're just like, hey, like, yeah, come with me over here.
Hey, you come over here. Hey, Raider Jesse, let me talk to you real quick.
Step over here, sir.
Step over here, doc. You just won a free trip.
They did that. Remember, they did that like at a Washington game.
No way, bro.
Back in the day, they invited some people that were like known criminals that were
Yeah.
Washington fans, and they invited them like, and they got them all there, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're going on a VIP tour," and then like, booked them. Oh yeah, step in this room, sir.
Step in this room, and then the room like that breaks down and it's a van, bro.
They're like, "Oh, Samoa Raider, we've been looking for you. We've been trying to get you."
We specifically picked the Chiefs game because we know there's some crazy fans over here that are gonna go crazy, and it gives us a reason to lock your ass up.
Hey, they had me at free food. I was like so.
Bro, come on. Well, you know what? If it's free food like we did, like remember when we went over there for the I forgot what it was. If it was like
My neck and my
like
back.
That mac and cheese.
that mac and cheese be smacking those. Yeah, if they had like that food, then oh cool. But my expectations are pretty low. I feel like there's gonna be finger food. It's not gonna be anything too
Your
crazy.
expectations are the same expectations you have for Geno Smith not throwing.
Oh, not throwing? Oh yeah. That's slim. That's slim pickings. Shout out to Accelerator yet again for the $2, man. How about the silver on black sack attack?
That might be an OnlyFans like
That probably the OnlyFans show, bro. That might be the only members show, like for only the members.
Hey, you never know. It is wintertime. Big guy sale right now. People be like, "Oh, I got the sack attack on." I'm like, what?
Hey, yo, shout out to Accelerator. I appreciate the names. Maybe we'll change it to that, man. Sack attack, black sack attack, black sack attack. Just take out the silver end and just do black sack attack. Hey, Beto says, "Hey, we got a VIP straight to the back home." Oh, VIP straight back home. Stupid.
Well, after tomorrow, if the team performs bad, we might be a black and blue sacks, like shots to the nuts all day.
Hey, this is gonna be crazy though. But hey, like I said, man, tomorrow is a big game for the Raiders and the Chiefs, man. It's gonna be we got the 2-4 Raiders. It feels good to win another game, and the 3-3 Chiefs. So I mean, they're only one game better than us. So, we still got a chance, man. It's a long season ahead of us. And maybe last week was the turning point. But can this game be the game we can turn things around and just, Luck just start being on our side. Because Geno Smith said in his press conference, he was like, "Man, I just feel like I gotta jump in the water or the lake somewhere and just wash everything off because bad luck just keeps happening. Everything's bad luck. Maybe he jumped in. What's that lake in Henderson? I forgot. But maybe he did something. Maybe he jumped and cleansed himself. That's what he needs to do what Travis Hunter did and get baptized right before the game. That's what he needs to do is get baptized right before the game. He could go out there and be the same Geno Smith that we seen in Seattle. But somebody said black and blue sack attack. Yeah, that'd be dope, bro. I think, hey man, you never know. But tomorrow is going to be the watch party, the official watch party from the Raiders at the HQ. Me and Joe will be over there. A couple of other Raider fans that we do know is going to be over there. It's either going to be a fun time or it's going to be chaos. It's going to be Gotham City HQ if it ends up being a game that we kind of know it might be. Might be Halloween showing up early. It's going to be a Halloween show.
If they get beat down, I'm taking a Super Bowl trophy home. I'm like, I come down here for nothing.
Hey, fuck it. We running in there for something. I'm running into Mark Davis's office for something. We gonna do. Hey, they risked it, man. That's their fault. That's the Raiders' fault, bro, for bringing in a lot of angry Raider fans to a game that we know might not sway in our favor. But you know what? That's why I said, leave all that negative behind us because I feel like we actually have a chance.
What is it? When they put a red tag in your locker, you get cut. So like. Whoever has a bad game will just break it to the locker room. We'll just put red tags on their lockers.
Hey, just start taking shit, bro.
Hey, when you get back, your shit's already packed. It's on the outside.
For real though. But man, I'm gonna be capturing the whole event too, so it's gonna be fun. Hopefully fun, but just they got a lot of games, a lot of little jumpers and all that. We're gonna be there, like probably jumping in there just for joy. For maybe I don't know what we're gonna be doing, but we're gonna be getting a lot of content, that's for sure. And then
they're not gonna let my eyes jump in there.
You never know. You never know. We all have a chance at it, man. But yeah, that and then also following the game. We're actually going to do a live Raiders recap after the game at the studio. So me, Joe will be over there, and we'll probably get probably two more fans. I forgot who's going to be joining us, but it's going to be a actual show live, and we'll give you guys our thoughts. It's going to be pretty cool. And if you guys don't want to watch those jabronis on the Raiders channel, then you could watch us over here at the Simone Raider channel. So yeah, it's going to be fun though. It's definitely going to be fun. But before we get into everything in the game, we always got to start with the
jabronis on the Raider channel.
Well, I know. Hopefully they're not watching because I'm trying to keep that relationship good. But
I guess we're not getting in the facility tomorrow. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna be the first one taking when we step in there. You know what? They might do me dirty use and never release the episode that I was a part of, kind of like what we did for you the first time you came to Ninth Island.
Oh wow! Bring up.
I'm just joking. Hey, but all jokes, man. We'll get into it right now, man. Of course, before we start any pregame preview, I always got to give you guys some of that nation news that you can use. But first and foremost, man, I want to talk about Big Kobe. It was Jacoby Myers. There's been a lot going on with Jacoby Myers as of late, especially this past week. And it seems as if the Raiders are open to trading Jacoby Myers. Now, according to Diana Rossini, she tweeted out earlier today saying that the Las Vegas Raiders are actively making calls around the league for a defensive lineman and cornerbacks ahead of the November 4th trade deadline. Also, The Athletic has reported that the Raiders are still getting traction for wide receiver Jacoby Myers, in which they are open to trading him away. What are your thoughts on that, Us?
I mean, if they're going to trade him. Like, what is it really going to make a difference? Have you seen our offense this year? Have you seen the offense? Every time, maybe Geno will stop throwing interceptions because it seems like every time he tries to throw to Jacoby, it's picked.
Jacoby. Yeah, it's been Jacoby every time, man. Jacoby probably has more tackles than receptions. No,
yeah, but I mean, you might as well get something for him that's guaranteed. I know a lot of people say we can get a compensation pick, but then that factors in a lot of stuff, and it can go up and down between whatever 4th to 7th. At least you know exactly what you'll get for him. And if you're not going to re-sign Jacoby, so why even keep him around? Like, it could just get uglier as the season goes on if the season gets bad. But, yeah. I mean, I think a win this week, we shut up and we don't trade nobody. but it just goes from that. It's just interesting that the Raiders are looking for D line because I thought everybody told me our D line was good. I thought everybody said our D line was good.
I think they are. They're not the worst. I think they're a pretty solid unit for me. I mean, we got Thomas Booker, one of the best defensive linemen that we picked up this year. We still got Don't Allow Ulu. Come on, man. Leading the team in sacks. Still got Adam Butler over here. But I mean, it's kind of surprising to hear. Like, I know the cornerback situation is definitely a position that we can definitely upgrade for sure, especially with how Kyle Blue Kelly's been playing. And I don't know if they really trust Darian Porter that much to let him be the guy. But I mean, we drafted him in the third round for something, right? But as far as Jacoby Myers, like I was on that train of not trading him away because I feel like just keep him on the team. He's the only like reliable receiver we have on this team, and veteran that we have on this team. Outside of that, we got Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Jack Besh, a lot of people, a lot of young players. Maybe it'll be better, but I don't know. I'm still holding out that he's still going to be a solid wide receiver for us. We just got to add to it. But Jacoby Myers right now actually has the same stats, about identical stats that he had last year around this point. So I don't know. Unless you could trade, I see a lot of people in the chat. Shout out to Allegiance and some other people in there saying trade him for a top corner. If we could get a top corner, at least a solid one. I heard Tariq Woolen's a name out there. There's other cornerbacks that the Raiders could be possibly interested in, but me, I'm just not in the notion of trading him away. If we get a comp pick, we'll just take it because I don't feel like we're gonna utilize that pick real well unless we get a second round pick or third round pick for sure. Then maybe, but outside of that, I wouldn't even want to trade him away. But
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, but I don't think we can get a second round pick, but third, maybe fourth.
Third seems realistic, but you never know. He could go way lesser.
Or you just get a player, like you said, you get
a player swap. Okay, I like what you did with Jacorian. Then okay,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it would have been nice to have Jacorian. No, I'm sorry.
It'd be interesting if they trade him to the Giants and they get
Banks, Deontay Banks,
because Banks was Jacorian Bennett's college teammate on the other side of the. So we traded one
true,
and bring in the other one.
Yeah. Nah.
Just interesting things that run through my head when I'm thinking about dumb stuff.
Yeah. Is there any other defensive lineman that you have in mind, like that the Raiders could possibly bring in?
Well, I was thinking about it earlier when they said that the Raiders. I could see the Raiders being a buyer and seller at the trade deadline because if they could find some of these young guys to trade for that teams are willing to give up on already, and not think about just this year but the next year to come, that'd be good. Like what if they can get Leonard Williams from the Jets who are having a hard time? Like that would be a good one to bring in. I don't know what they expect from that, but if we can get a defensive lineman like that, bring him in.
Oof. Hell yeah, bro. That'd be hella solid. If we could get a solid player, man, I'd rather get a player of some type of value than a draft pick at this point because we just never know what that draft pick can turn into. And at least we could get an immediate player right now, kind of like what we did with Jacorian Bennett. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of teams that value Jacoby Myers pretty high, though, because I think on any other team, he'd be a solid number 2. And the way we're utilizing him as a number 1 is like, bro, he's not that guy, bro.
No.
But he's good as a complimentary, like what we had with Devontae Adams, man. And those are the good old days, though, right? I mean,
they said the only team that he follows on Instagram or something like that is the New England Patriots.
Yeah, that's what I seen too. I was like, I don't know if I wanted to take too much into that or not, but I mean,
he's only been following New England since he was there. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking too. Maybe he's just following them since there, and then he just never followed the Raiders when he came over here.
I mean, have you seen the Raiders Instagram? Like,
yeah. It's so good, bro. Like I love their Instagram, man. Like especially the people that run it, bro. They're really good people.
That's what I was saying. Like maybe Jacoby, he doesn't want to see the greatness of all the time.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, that's definitely true. Now, some other news that came out this week was hearing that Ashton Gentius is going to get a bigger workload. Pete Carroll talked about it, getting him around 20 carries a game, somewhere in that range is what they're hoping for. And I kind of looked at it, and now they're kind of like opening the reins up for Genty. Ever since he's been standing up, getting those extra 3 inches or whatever, he's been doing a lot better. It was like running the ball against the Titans. The only 2 games that he had 20 plus carries against the Titans, 23 carries, 75 yards and a touchdown, solid game. And of course against the Bears, 21 carries, 138 yards and a touchdown. So I think why not, man? Run the offense through him because you can't really bank on Geno Smith to be that guy just yet. And I wouldn't even, especially in this game, I wouldn't even want Geno Smith to just go out there and sling the rock. I just want him to just get those little short passes here and there, and we'd be straight. But do you think that this affects the offense at all, or it helps out the offense a lot more, just giving them more touches?
Well, I think it helps out Genty because if you want your running back to get some rhythm going, you got to give him the carries. And you drafted this guy at number 6 overall to put the team on his back. That, in all essential, like when you take a guy that high, you're saying that he is your guy. And if you're going to limit him, then why'd you take him so high? So I like
Yeah,
what they're saying. We should have been doing this since day one. I always questioned it. Like we used to go to training camp, and I'm like, why aren't they giving Genty the ball
yeah, that's
when
true.
we're out here? Like we didn't see a lot from him, but it just came out to show that they were trying to save him till late in the season. But really, save him for late in the season. What we need some wins now. We need to get up there now. But Genty, since he's gone back to his original stance, has been looking a lot better. It looks like the game has been slowing down for him as he is getting more and more playing time and getting out there more. If you get like the last couple of games, like he started to bounce it out more. I can see some more bigger runs coming because he's
Yeah,
getting out there, he's bouncing out, and he's getting that one on one. They've been able to tackle him right now, but there's going to be some times he's going to get that one on one. It's just him and the cornerback because he jumps outside and he's gone and he's going to break it. So I see more explosive plays coming from Genty in the next couple games. Um, as long as they keep feeding him, good for him. And we got that 1-2 punch. Like people forget, we got Raheem Mostert.
I know. Mostert, bro, he's been pretty solid.
Yeah,
And,
I think he's a good 1-2 punch with him.
yeah, and he actually getting some he's actually getting some interest from some teams as well. He's another guy that surprisingly some teams are calling for. I mean, looking at the running back market right now and looking at all these running backs going down too, it's like sheesh. So I mean, I would keep him on with Ashton Genty, but I do expect Genty now that he's getting a lot more comfortable out there to play a lot better. And the more he could get acclimated with the game and the more comfortable he can get, it'll help us out a lot. And you look at the last times that we actually beat the Chiefs, it was off the back of the running game. And if Genty is that guy and could put this team on his back, then I'm with it for sure. Shout out to Geno Smith in the chat. He said, "Well, guess what, Samoan? We can't bank on you to be that podcaster either." Hey, Geno, man, you should be over there studying on the game tomorrow. No, I'm just joking, but hey, that's hilarious. Somebody So somebody asked about Brock Bowers. Now I want to get into some of the injury updates, at least the injury report and some roster moves. Of course, Brock Bowers is doubtful, was limited in practice yesterday, so he's up in the air. I don't know if he'll be playing, and if he's not 100%, I wouldn't even want him in the game because you've seen what we were able to do with Michael Mayer once we can't kind of gave him the reign. So if he's not ready to go 100%, then I think we should be okay with Michael Mayer. Alex Bachman was questionable. Jacoby Myers is another name that's questionable, and there's been a lot of people saying that, oh, he's been sitting out lately just because he might be traded in a couple of days. Who knows? But we'll see. Now, offensive tackle Josh Simmons is out in this game due to personal reasons. So outside of that, the Raiders have elevated Cedric Jackson to the 53-man roster. So, what are your thoughts first and foremost on Brock Bowers? Do you think that he'll play in this game? And and
My neck and my
ooh, we
back.
got Raheem up in here, baby.
Going
Raheem with
up.
the $2 holla real quick. He said, "I ain't no punk." Hey, let him know, Raheem. Let him know. That's hilarious, Seuss.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, let me know what you think about Brock Bowers, whether or not he's gonna play, and then Cedric Jackson being elevated to the 53-man roster. Do you think that now we got our number one wide receiver?
I I think Brock Bowers if he's not 100%, you don't play him.
Yeah.
And he's still doubtful. But every time you look at the depth or the injury report, and if they're practicing like he is Friday, Saturday, usually it's a good sign that they're going to play. But why are we pushing it? Why push it when we're going into the bye week? Unless he's 100% and he's ready to go, don't push it. If he's 90% and he's still got a little bit, sit him down. Let's bring him back after the bye week. That's just me, because you got to look long term, not just this season. You got to look long term. We want Brock Bowers here for years to come, not just to finish out this season and have more injuries. So I would go from that with Jackson. That's kind of interesting. When I saw that, I was like, okay, so are we bringing him up because you're thinking about trading Jacoby now? Like, you want to see what we got?
Yeah.
Like when I first heard the Jacoby trade rumors, I was like, they're not. It would be stupid to trade him this week. If they're going to trade Jacoby, it would be Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
So maybe they're bringing him up because they want to see, and maybe he was running some scout teams because they have Worthy, they have Hollywood Brown, they have some fast guys over there in Kansas City. Maybe he was running scout team and they saw something from him and said, "Screw it, we can make some game plans with them," and they just brought him up. So it'd be interesting to see if he's actually active tomorrow. Of the 46, but I mean, at this point, we got to try something different on offense. We got to try to get some speed going. We got to get some red zone touchdowns. So anything that they see on tape and if they saw a mismatch that they might exploit with him, let's do it. Let's do it.
No, I'm all for it. I'm definitely all for it as well. I agree with you on the whole Brock Bowers thing. A lot of people saying the same thing as well, like letting him sit if he's not 100% healthy, which I totally agree with. I mean, we've seen him go in there when he was trying to fight for his life out there, and it just wasn't the same. And at that point, it really doesn't matter. That's why we got a guy in Michael Mayer who could be a tight end one on any other team, which is kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I agree with you. But before we get into the next segment, getting into the storyline, Zeus, getting into the storylines of the game, Moose, I want to take a quick break and a quick ad for shout out to Viore for being one of the sponsors to this show today. All right, Raider Nation, I want to take a quick time out and give a shout out to Viore, the real MVP for comfort and style. Lately, I've been rocking this Seaside pullover hoodie for almost everything that I do, from editing videos to shooting videos to relaxing and watching the game, or even just working out. It's got that heavyweight ultra soft fleece with a relaxed fit from the chest down, and it comes in so many different colors. It also got that 4-way stretch and functional hood design that makes it both stylish and practical. Basically the perfect hoodie for game day or any day. So if you want to upgrade your game day or everyday fit, then make sure to hit the link down in the comments below or scan the QR code right here to check out Viore today. Now, let's get back to the video. Yes, sir. Shout out to Viore yet again, man. Had to put it in one time for the one time because I was trying to get paid. You know what I mean? No, I was joking. But hey,
there ain't no way those are real dumbbells.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't play with me. Those is like an easy 55 each. Come on, man.
He got the fake foam ones for the video. Like, look at me.
Come on, man. Hey,
you didn't know he hit in the set. You just had it like, there it goes. Look at me, guys.
Look at like, oh damn, these were heavy, guys. Woo! Ooh, I got that out the way. No, but hey, shout out to Viore. Definitely. I mean, their hoodies. I actually been rocking it every day when I come in the office just to edit and stuff like that. But right now. Yeah, I mean, it's right here. I was actually gonna wear it for the show, but I forgot to put it on. And for some people that was asking, Raider Jimmy Barbecue was asking about who's on the shirt. He thought it was Bad Bunny, but no, this is Jey Uso. Yay! Shout out to Bad Bunny for hosting the halftime show. He's going to be the Super Bowl performance at halftime show. It's going to be litty over there.
You're going to watch that halftime show,
Hey, if he's not going to sing in English, I'm not watching it. Hey, that's another place that you could win a free trip. I think a lot of people that's going to be showing up over there as well going to win a free trip as well somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, this like as big as a game as this is for the Raiders, man. I want to go over 3 storylines that I have in this game that I think is really huge for this team. The first one being the Chiefs are back. The Chiefs are. I mean, they started the season off pretty slow. I mean, they were one of the worst teams in our division. They had no. Were they like 0-3 at one point? It was 0-3 or 0-2. 0-2. 0-2. They were 0-2 to start off the season. Everybody's like, oh shoot. But deep down I was like, man, the Chiefs, they always do this, man. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish, man. And so far, they've been looking real competitive. They've been looking real good. Pause. But Patrick Mahomes is starting to look like the same Patrick Mahomes that we've seen a couple of years ago when he had his MVP season. Even though they lost to the Jags recently, they were in that game. And if it wasn't for a 99-yard pick six, they could have possibly won that game as well. But they're coming off of a big performance against the Detroit Lions where the offense was just rolling. And now they face a Raiders team that I'm pretty sure they're going to be overlooking. But they also get Rashee Rice back, which is going to be huge. And I feel like this game and this team, I mean, for the Raiders, this Chiefs team is going to be a big test for the defense, though. Any thoughts on that, though, Us?
Yeah. Well, come on. Let's say what it is. The Jacksonville Jaguar game. Jaguars should have beat them more. The referees helped the Chiefs out just a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna say, but the other games, like they played the Giants when I think it was still Russell Wilson, your boy. So they come on,
Mr. Unlimited.
The Chiefs. They're still a solid team. They're still a team that you can't make mistakes against, but they are a beatable team. Like I don't think they're as dominant as they have been in the past.
Yeah.
They have the holes. They have the weaknesses that you can exploit, but you have to exploit them. You have to play mistake free football against them too, because when you make that mistake, they're going to eat you up.
No, that's true. I like a comment over here. I think it's from Johnny. Johnny Suzuki. He says, if our secondary wasn't cooked, they're going to be easy baked oven. Hey, don't worry about the secondary. We got Isaiah Polomal back there. We should be straight, man. I think the secondary will be okay. We got, I don't know why you make that face. Put some respect on his name, man. He's not the reason why the secondary is doing bad, man. You got to blame the defensive line. Now, but I mean, no, but I really think that this is going to be one of them games, man. Definitely going to be one of those games, and it's going to be a real big test for the defense. I've been praising the defense pretty, especially the last game against the Titans. Six sacks, 3 turnovers. But then again, I know it's the Tennessee Titans, so we got to pump the brakes there a little bit. But if I want to give them that big nod, if I want to give that nod to the defense and say, oh, okay, they're definitely top 15 this year, they've got to do a good job against this Chiefs team, who I've been saying, has been on it lately. And we just got to get to Patrick Mahomes, which is going to be really huge for this team. Now, the second storyline that I have is that the Raiders need to control the clock. Now, Raider Allegiance brought this up earlier, and it was one thing that I wanted to talk about too, because the run game is definitely gonna be what's gonna carry us in this game. The last 2 games that we won in Kansas City was off the back of our running back Josh Jacobs, and we got to keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes and their offense's hands as long as we can. And that's keeping drives alive and running the ball effectively on the ground. And now knowing that Jency's getting a lot of momentum moves, especially now that they're going to give him more of a workload. And on top of that, the Chiefs ranked 19th against the run and 26th with yards per carry. So on top of that, we just got to lean on that run game and control the clock as much as possible. You look at what Ashton Jency has done in the first 3 games compared to the last 3 games. First 3 games, 47 carries, 144 yards and a touchdown. And then in the last 3 games, 58 carries for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. So how big do you think it is for the Raiders run game to, control the clock, or just controlling the clock in general?
No, the Raiders, that's what they need to do. They need to control the clock. This needs to be
the what?
10 play, 10-minute drives, like just keep going. I don't know what I missed, but that's what, I don't know if you know, but Kansas City does the same thing. Kansas City's number 1 in average drive time for their offense. They're the number 1 offense in drive time and longest. That their drives, I mean, it's not long, but it's like 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Like that's a long time depending on what you're doing. But Kansas City's defense is 30th in the league in average drive against them. So their offense is on the field a lot, but their defense is on the field a lot too. So that could go for us either way. But I mean, the Raiders offense, we already know this. Like we know the way to beat the Chiefs, who are giving up 4.9 yards per carry, something like that. Like we know you have to run on them. You have to stay on the field. We have to convert third downs. But the main thing is is not just converting the run game, it's converting touchdowns. Need the touchdowns.
No. Hey, I thought I was the only one that heard that. Shout out to was that Hokanda? Hokan says the control that.
Hey, you gotta control the clock too. Like you can't just let that shit run wild. It might just spray all in your
bro,
face.
bro, bro. I heard. You didn't hear yourself say that, or
I don't know. Sometimes I just get going and I just say,
I know you do. I know, but bro. When he said I stopped, I was like, okay, no, I'll probably heard something. Everybody. And we gotta control the clock management, guys, and we be good, bro. But yeah, bro, I think that's gonna be
hey, if
huge.
you can control the clock and you can go over 3 minutes with that shit, that's good.
Hey, just one. Hey, yeah, over 3 minutes, bro. We should be elite, bro. Like we should be good. We should be able to win this game and just plug it in and really just take over, bro. And that's the main thing is just holding it down and getting down. So I think.
No, I don't think you want it down.
Whoa, you got to. Oh well, yeah, you could. Oh yeah, you got to put it up. Yeah, you got to. You got to stay up, put it up, and I don't know how to end that part.
You guys are the ones that took it there. I'm just over here trying to talk.
Bro, I just seen it. Oh, bro, I just seen it. I was like, bro. I couldn't stop laughing when I see the comment, man. Shout out to the comment. The 2-minute drill. Raider said the 2-minute drills. We playing chess, not checkers, dudes. Bro, that's hilarious. All right. Now the last. All right, let's be serious, guys. We got to be serious, y'all. The tip drill. Yo, chill. The tip drill. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, you're the one. You guys take it too far now.
I know Okay, let's get into the next storyline before we get carried away right now. My last storyline is the season is on the line. It's like for me, I look at this game as like the make it or break. If the Raiders got a little bit of momentum right now, of course that the Chiefs got momentum, but this is one of those games where it's a season defining game. If the Raiders win this game, it gives us a lot of momentum to continue to keep going on, especially because we're going to be going into a bye week where we get to relax. And I feel like winning 2 straight games, going into the bye week, being 3-4, definitely changes the momentum and changes the narrative on the Raiders moving forward. And I know that the Chiefs are big favorites going into this game, but this would put the Raiders, this would be a bold statement win for this team if some way, somehow we can win. And I feel like, Geno Smith hasn't been in the good graces of the Raider Nation, but hey, if we come out of Kansas City with a W, I'm pretty sure the Raider fans will forgive him. I mean, people still forgive AOC for all he did against the Chiefs on Christmas Day. So I feel like the same can be the same can be said for Geno Smith. Do you feel the same sentiment as me as far as how big of a game this is for the Raiders?
Look, if you go in the Arrowhead Stadium and you beat the Chiefs with this Raider team, we put you right up there. We put you right up there with Derek Carr. Like we're gonna glorify you. We're gonna fucking put the aura around you. Be like Gino, like he's gonna be the man. Like anywhere he goes in Vegas, we got you, Gino.
Oh man, he gonna be the
Doesn't
that,
matter
that's
what
for
you do the rest of the season.
Oh, that's for sure. It was like we def like Gino, like you could go and do whatever you want in Las Vegas if you come back home with a W against the Chiefs, man. I know that win or lose is still a long season, but for me, like these are the type of games that you win and everybody just gets that vote of confidence, especially in the locker room. And I feel like, oh man, that Jaguars game when we come back home is gonna be not only lit, it's gonna be a lot of Raider fans here, but also, man, we're all gonna be screaming Super Bowl, at least for the next couple of weeks. And I think it'd be huge, those. Ben Paid Nick says, why isn't Dante playing a lot anymore? He's been playing, he just hasn't really done anything out there. It could be Geno Smith or Dante not getting out there or being open. I don't know what it is though, but that's from what I see. Is there anything that you see from Dante why he hasn't been out there?
The Raiders try to push Dante into something that he wasn't. Dante is a developmental wide receiver that needs to learn route running, and we were lacking wide receivers. He looked better in preseason, but that was against second string backups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it actually got to the real season, and we actually need him to run a couple of the right routes, he's not a polished route runner, and he'll tell you that to himself, and the Raiders will tell you that. If you look at everything about him coming out of the draft, that's why he fell. Is because he's not a polished route runner. He needs to learn the routes, and the Raiders were trying to push him into something that he wasn't early in the season out of necessity because we didn't have it.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy. They just need to learn how to incorporate him in there and hit those deep shots when they can. But with Geno not being able to throw over 15 yards the last like 4 weeks, it's
Yeah.
kind of hurting us.
Nah, yeah. Lance was saying that he's not even getting looked at, and might be true, but I mean, two can be right as well. I mean, it could either be Geno not finding him, and like to Joe's point, he's just not a polished route runner just yet. And I know I've talked to him too, and he said that's something that he wants to prove to a lot of people, that he actually is a polished route runner. But until he gets utilized a lot more, I thought he was going to be utilized a lot in this offense, especially now that he's gotten a lot more PT than Jack Besh. But it hasn't really been that different
But his
between him.
playing time has dropped. He's gone from like 75% of the offensive plays to I think 30 or 40% of it now.
Yeah.
So he has dropped, but this is more on Chip Kelly than anything else, of just finding ways to get not even just Chip Kelly, but also Geno Smith, on just finding ways to get him involved and finding him. I know there was a one that he dropped on the goal line that was kind of short, but it did hit him in the hands. Like,
Yeah.
NFL wide receiver, you should be taking that in. But no, Thornton is not built like a tight end.
No. He's small,
If
bro.
you ever met him in
He's
person,
tall,
like,
but small though.
yeah, he's
Tall and
not built like a
small.
tight
I mean, that'll get you places though, but not in the thick of things though. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's just same thing. Like we just don't have the wide receiver room that's threatening, and Geno's not on point right now because we have a lot of wide open wide receivers. Like when you go back and look, some of these play designs have been good. Trey Tucker should have his stat line should be amazing right now if Geno would just find him.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
That would have opened up Thornton. That would have opened up everybody else a little bit more. It just our offense hasn't been able to click yet, and I think if we can get it going, it'd be all right. But I'm a big Thornton fan. I like watching Thornton. I know there's a lot they could do with him. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that's one reason why I'm not really keen on like trading away Jacoby Myers just yet, because we got two young rookies. I mean, Trey Tucker is starting to form into himself, but those other two rookies are still trying to find themselves right now. And you don't want to just leave Geno Smith out there with two rookie receivers and a second year wide receiver, second or third year wide receiver, and we still don't got Brock Bowers out there. So that's one reason why I don't want to move on from that. Shout out to Pedro. He says, Oos, your channel's enjoyable for this Raider fan. You're the new Mikey Raider. Shout out to Mike. Keep up the great work, Oos. Raiders. I appreciate it, Oos. Somebody said somebody said something to what you were saying, but I think I lost it. Okay, I lost it, but I'll get back to it in just a little bit. But no, yeah. Overall, going to be a big game for the Raiders. If we lose this game, and if Geno Smith does look bad, then we gotta start questioning it. I think, but we'll have to wait and see on that point though.
Look how there's
ahead.
another Thornton that's playing in this game, and he plays on Kansas City. Watch how the Chiefs use him. That's how the Raiders should be using our Thornton. Like there's two Thorntons going to be playing in this game, but that is exactly how the Chiefs use their Thornton. Is the way we should be using ours. You take
Exactly,
the
yeah.
every once in a while, like until he gets there, but yes, Lance said Thornton can still turn it up this year. Yeah, he can, and I hope he does. We just have to be able to get the ball to him. Like that our issue has been. I mean, it's been Geno. Geno has been he either locks in and he throws it to the wrong person, or he's throwing picks. Like,
No, I agree with you on that. No, for sure. I hope that he turns into himself though, for sure. But moving on though, I want to get into some let's see. I want to get into some players to watch into this game. And first and foremost, I guess let me give it to you first. On your first player that you wanted to get into. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna get into my player first. Let's talk about some of the players to watch in this game. I'm gonna give you three of mine, and of course, Joe's gonna give you three of his. My first player, Max Crosby. Max Crosby. I feel like that rivalry between him and Mahomes is always something to really look out for. And if we want any chance of winning this game, it's putting pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and that all starts with Max Crosby and how well he does. And on top of that, no Josh Simmons in this game, so we should see a little bit more pressure on Patrick Mahomes, hopefully. But at the end of the day, I've said this before in all of the pregame previews that I've done, is the fact that Max Crosby is going to be that tone center, that tone setter. He always sets the tone for the defense side of the ball, whether he's doing something or opening up stuff for the other players. Or the other defensive linemen. So we've seen like Jonah Laulu last week. We've seen Tyree Wilson for a game as well do his thing. Now the second player that I want to go over, my second player to watch definitely has to be our quarterback, Geno Smith. You look at Geno Smith, the main thing with him is the turnovers. And we got to go into this game and play a clean game of football. I know Geno Smith, he always has that itch to do something. He always has that itch to give the ball away. And I mean, we seen it last week. He had almost just a clean game, and then he threw that interception later in the game. Was like, damn, that's Geno being Geno. But he can't do that against the Chiefs. You know, those turnovers, or even give the Chiefs any good field position. He got to keep it short. He got to keep it short and intermediate with all the passes that he makes out there, and make those calculated deep throws whenever it's time, but not forcing any throws, because that's where things start going south with Geno Smith. He just got to continue to go out there and just put this team on his back in a way of running the offense. But Geno Smith for sure is going to be some guy I'm going to look out for.
He looks
That
so confident right there, though. In that picture, he looks so confident. Like,
and that's the thing. And
I ain't gonna throw no picks right now. I'm taking this field over.
And that's the thing with Geno, man. Like, he has that confidence in him, but I don't know. Since he's put on that silver and black uniform, man, it feels like all his powers is lost, bro. Like, remember he was talking so much in the beginning of, like, in the offseason, and I was like, yeah, Geno. Yeah, you gonna show everybody, man. You gonna. I mean, he was out there. You remember that clip? Now that's hella funny to watch. You know, that's why they pay me the big bucks. That's why they give me the money. That's why they pay me the big bucks. I was like, oh shit, let him know, Geno. And I was like, damn, bro. I don't know, man, but like I said earlier, man, this is that game that, you know, so make it or break it, not only for the Raiders, but even Geno Smith. Like, if we lose and Geno looks good, then okay. But if we lose and Geno ends up being the Geno that we've seen multiple times, throw like multiple interceptions, then yeah, I don't know. But I've been wanting a confident quarterback, and we just haven't had a confident quarterback since Jimmy G. But outside of that, like, you know, all these quarterbacks that we've had before and after him, man, just hasn't had that dog in him, you know? You know, like he wanted to run the table. We not running the table. He didn't want to write back, but I mean, it seems like he's writing essays back now. So I just want Geno Smith to get that confidence back, because I feel like he has all the skill sets to be a good quarterback in the league. But we just haven't seen it so far this year. But more than that, I just don't want to see any turnovers, and I just want him to just play a clean game, do the simple things, and don't do too much. Now, the last player that I'm looking forward to watching is a player that we both have on our list, Ashton Gentius. And Ashton Genty, I'll keep it quick so I could get to you. But like I said before, we got to control the tempo. We got to control the clock, and that starts with the running game and how well Ashton Genty plays. We got to win on the early downs and establish the run game early and throughout the game. Because once we can establish that run game, we have a good chance at beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And we've seen it before with Josh Jacobs just a little bit. But I feel like this should be a big game for Ashton Genty. But I know Ashton Genty is one of the players you're looking forward to watching.
Yeah, and because it comes down to eating up the clock and clock management, right? Like, that's the thing that
Who knows?
that's what we need to go to. So Genty's a big part of it. And like I said, it looks like the last couple of weeks it's been slowing down for him, and he's been able to do some more stuff, and he's getting comfortable in the offense. So that's why it's something that we want to watch. Like, this is what we brought him in for, is for games like this, to win us these games. Put the team on your back and go out there and run it down their throat. Yeah.
No, I feel it. And now I know, okay. And your second player that you had was Big Kobe.
Yeah, because I want to see if these trade talks are getting to him or not. If he's going to be like, hey, you know what, this game ain't going well, take me out, or oh, you know what, my toe is hurting or whatever. I want to see how he. This is the time where he shows if he's a team player and how much he wants to be with the Raiders and how much he wants to play. And you can go either way. When there's trade talks out there, you can go either way. You can shut down and you don't do shit, or you just shine and become the player that everybody wants to see, and your trade value goes up. So I want to see what Jacoby Myers shows up, and he hasn't showed signs of being a bad teammate, and I don't want to say
Yeah.
that. He every time he talks, he talks very positive, but I mean, it does have to wear and tear on you, right? Like to keep hearing your name in trade talks over and over. So I just want to see how he shows up this weekend, knowing that he could possibly be playing his last game in the silver and black.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. It's going to be really interesting, especially if he does play this game, to see how he does out there. And that's one thing I always got to give credit to him, is the fact that he put this team over his own gain, because I know he wants to get that extension. I know, like any other player would want to sit out, but he still continues to put his body on the line out there, even though we've been bad for the most part. He's still out there playing the game. So I got to give credit to him. And your last player that you had was Big Coons. I was surprised to see this one, though.
Yeah, because I mean, you put Max Crosby.
Yeah.
We need to see somebody other than Max Crosby
That's
step
true.
up.
Yeah.
Like we know what Max can do. We see it every week. Max is the best defensive lineman in the league right now. He is on fire, and we have nobody else that's helping him out. And Kuntz needs to get to the quarterback. Somebody needs to help Max Crosby and step up on that defensive line. And we could be like, well, Jonah Lalu has 4 sacks or whatever. Yeah, but we should be getting to the quarterback more. We should be having more quarterback pressures. There's so many times
That's true.
where Max is disrupting people, and we're like, where's the rest of our defensive line at? And we need to keep Patrick contained and not let him out. So this is a big game from Malcolm Kuntz to come up and shine. And I know, like, Malcolm Kuntz is coming back from a big injury, and I knew that this year would probably not be as good for him, because coming back from an ACL usually takes a year or two before you actually start shining. But you're out there. You're putting your body on the line. You're saying that you're good to go. Let's go. Show up.
Yeah. No, I like that one, though. I didn't really think about that, but but yeah, the same with Tyree Wilson. I mean, I've seen more out of Tyree Wilson this year than Malcolm Kuntz. But, I know we had the expectation for him on that 1 year prove it deal, especially after what he did 2 seasons ago and how dominant he looked. I was hoping to see that from him. But, if we get any bit of that in this game, especially in a big game like this, where, like you said, we have to contain Patrick Mahomes as well as put pressure on Patrick Mahomes, which is not going to be easy. But once you do get under Patrick Mahomes' skin, then I mean, it could do good. It could do wonders for your defense. So I think it starts with everybody on the defensive line. Of course, Max Crosby, but Malcolm Kuntz is definitely one of those guys. Now, before we go on and give you guys kind of like our prediction and everything, I want to kind of give a shout out to one of the sponsors to this video as well, my bookie. When you guys are looking to bet on the Raiders, especially hoping to shock the world and maybe betting on the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, I mean, there's money to be had there, man. You can definitely look at my bookie. They make it easy to get in on the action, whether you're watching the NFL, college football, have live lines, super contests, so much more. All of that in just one place. So quick shout out to my bookie. If you guys use my promo code today, Samoan, then any bet that you place up to $500 is fully covered when you opt in for your bet back bonus token. Now, that being said, though, I wanted to kind of go over something with my Maush Joe real quick, kind of look at some of the props that they got going on right now, and just kind of go over what we would choose, especially Joe. Of course, the Raiders are big underdogs in this game, Moose. But, as far as the money line, Moose, like, I guess as a prediction, Moose.
Well, see, me personally, if you give me 10 points in an NFL game, I'm taking it. So right off the bat, I'm taking the Raiders plus 12. That's just the way I am, because these are NFL athletes, and Vegas counts on people going, you know what? I'm throwing my money on the Chiefs. This is easy. The Raiders should get dominated and get killed. Vegas is not dumb. Vegas books,
they know what they're doing, News.
They know what they're doing. So right off the bat, anytime I see a 12-point spread, I always take it. That's just me. And sometimes it works, but I'd say most of the time it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But me personally, I'm taking the Raiders plus 12 because these are
Yeah, that's
NFL.
awesome. So
And,
you
and
taking you taking the Raiders to win it though?
well, I'm not. I don't know if I'm taking them to win it, but
Oh.
you give me 12 points, like
Yeah, you rather take
now
that?
now they can win it or they can lose it, and I'm right there. Like,
Yeah, you're right there.
you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
that's true. I guess I'll take over the like if yeah, I wouldn't mind. I actually got the Raiders winning though. I think I'm being just hella biased though because I'm just a Raider fan at the end of the day, and I especially after a win, it was I got some hope in this team. Maybe that's my downfall though. I wanted to get I want to get this on like first touchdown. I always do this on every time I talk about my bookie, but like out of both teams, who would you place your bet on to score the very first touchdown? Last week I had Ashton Genty, and we damn near had it until he kept getting stuffed, and then they had to throw it, and Michael Mayer got the first touchdown. But in this game, who do you think scores the first touchdown?
Trey Tucker.
Ooh, I like that one.
So what is he at right now?
He had plus 1,200.
Yeah, I would go Trey Tucker.
Now is that a bomb or what? Like you know, yeah, I know that's
25.
kind of asking too much.
I don't think it's like. I mean, I don't think it's like a 50-yard bomb, but I think it's like a 25 to 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I can see that happening. Now the over under is 45 and a half. We taking the over under on that.
On the 45 and a half, I'd probably go the over.
Ooh, a high scoring game. Moves.
Not high scoring, but I mean,
I know.
45 is
Well, 20 plus points for us is high scoring though, but I know for the
24-21 right there. Is that's 45?
yeah, that's like 24, 20, like 20 to 20. Yeah.
So it's kind of close. Yeah, I think we'll be right out there. That's where Vegas gets you too, man. Like every time, watch it be 44 or it'd be 45 right at 45, and you're like, dang
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay, I want to highlight one position group real quick. I felt you know what I wish they had the interception prop on Geno Smith. Then we'd be like, oh, bro, we'd make money. It was
They
off
should
that.
have it.
Oh, they don't have it. I don't. Oh, it's not loading up. Let's see. Come on.
Yeah, they should have it. Like over under 1 or 2, 1 or 1.5.
QB props. Pass completion, total yards. We got total completions, passing yards. Yeah. No, it's just passing yards and passing touchdowns, I think. Yeah. It's all good. But you know what? If you guys haven't though, make sure to use my bookie today. Shout out to my oos, Joe Morley though, for doing this. This is something I like to do every single week, anyways, just to make the game a little bit interesting though. But again, like I said, you guys can use that promo code Samoan. And again, shout out to my bookie if you guys haven't already. Go and sign up today. That being said, Oos, man, it's one of them weeks. I know optimism is up there. I know we kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, but so you're not taking the Raiders to win this game. Like if straight up, do you feel like the Raiders can win this game? Put bias aside. I know as Raider fans, we can say we'll win, but bias aside, are you? Oh shit! Is that the Cobra?
This is what they're gonna do to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh, they better watch out, Oos. Sheesh. Oh, so you taking the Raiders then, right?
Santino Morella and the Cobra coming out. I want to take the Raiders. I want the Raiders to win so bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They haven't showed me anything. They
They
haven't showed me enough to be like, yeah, we can take this. Like I said, there's a lot of ways that we can win this game. Do I think the Raiders do it? No, but can I think they win? Is there options for them to win? Yes. So I would say the Raiders have a 35% chance of winning this game if they could play this game correctly. So, but yeah, I think the Chiefs win it. I just want to stay close or right next to it. Like,
Yeah.
give us something to. If you don't pull off the win this weekend, give us something that we can build off of. Like,
Make it competitive.
hang with them. Yeah, and we'll go from there, and we can move on from there. But just don't get BTA'd.
Yeah, that's true. As sad as it sounds, okay, you know what? Before I get into that, shout out to Dre Douglas for the $5 donation. He says we need another running back to complement Ashton Jensen. He's Knuckles. We need to draft Sonic. Well, until we draft Sonic, I see what I understand what you're saying, but I feel like Raheem Mostert is a good complementary back to him and could be his Sonic for now. I mean, yeah, it could be his Sonic for now.
Yeah, Raheem's good.
I like what Demetrio said. I know who throws the first interception. I think we all do. No, but to your point, Us, yeah, I think just keeping it competitive is the big thing. Is the biggest thing for us. And sometimes I say that, but I feel like those games kind of hurt me even more sometimes because they give us false hope that we can almost win. Remember that one? Everybody talks about the Christmas game, but everybody forgets that AOC game where we were actually competitive, and I think it was here. I don't know where it was, but then the last play, like we were driving down the field to at least win the game, and it was that fumble. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was an arrow. That was an arrowhead.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah. That one was tough though. But if I had to put my cap aside and try to be as unbiased as possible and be like a real reporter, I kind of take after, Maurice Jones-Drew. I'm still gonna choose the Raiders at the end of the day, and I'm just hoping at this point. I'm just hoping. I know it's gonna be a tough one, but I feel like this could be the game that we turn things around though, and we could show that we're actually competitive this year. And it only takes it, and that's all it takes to make this team much better moving forward. But that being said, it was. I appreciate you coming onto the live stream. I appreciate everybody in the chat. If you guys haven't already, man, hit the like button on the channel on the live stream. This was pretty cool just to do it. This is my first time doing a live pregame preview, and we'll see if we continue to do this. But also, like I said, tomorrow we're gonna do a live Raw recap. Raw. We're gonna do a live Raiders recap after the game tomorrow at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. My throat was dry. My bad. Pause. But. It's that management. But yeah, tomorrow 4 p.m. we're gonna be live doing a Raider recap live in studio. I'm gonna be with Joe. He's gonna be here. We're gonna be at the watch party tomorrow. The Raiders and the Chiefs watch party at the Raiders HQ. It's gonna be a good time over there. If you guys are gonna be over there, come say what's up to the Usos, and it's gonna be cool. And hopefully we leave HQ feeling real good. Because if not, I know that live stream is gonna be a crazy one. But we'll see depending on how we play. On top of that, I know I do want to give a thank you real quick to the nation out there, and anybody who's watching. We actually the Raiders Masquerade was a big turnout, and it was cool. And shout out to Joe for putting that whole thing together. That we will be running it back for the Jacksonville Jaguars game, but we'll keep you guys updated on all that and whatnot as it gets closer. But again, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my Ooze Joe for coming through, and let's just get that win, baby. Let's get that win tomorrow and hope for the best. All right.